suppose you don't let anyone else run anything on the same hardware, you just communicate over the network. Now that's whole milliseconds, right? Nobody's going to learn anything from timings of whole milliseconds. It's not like, on the order of CPU instructions, supposedly. Well, actually, I think sometimes they can, but that's not the interesting thing. The more fun attacks are when you send all kinds of invalid input to the server, and the server returns a response and it basically says, hey, that's invalid. Now, the response itself is an L, you say, and you don't learn anything from the fact that it is an L, because you know it's going to be an L, you said invalid input. But it takes the server a different amount of time to understand that the input is invalid, because it has to decrypt it first. And the amount of time it takes to decrypt it and return the L depends on certain properties of the key, so that by sending lots and lots of invalid input and accurately timing the response time of the server, you can again, and people have actually done it, you can get bits of the key out. Now these are all examples of a very, very, very simple algorithm. You can write down RSA on half a page, and there's practically just one or two large integers which you have to keep secret, and the very, very well vetted core implementations of RSA, not of SSL as we now know, but at least of RSA. and despite all that, people have been unable over the years, despite repeated attacks, to prevent this information from leaking over side channels. Oh, there's another good one I just remembered. There was this thing where you didn't have the attackers didn't have software access to the hardware or network access either, but they infiltrated some kind of, I think it was some kind of EM receiver, whatever they're called. It analyzed the electromagnetic radiation coming off the system bus of the motherboard, and it's not that it got the actual key of the data bus, it got the timings out, and that works. So, and that's just one family of examples where people are still trying really hard to keep keys secret, and on a pure software level, you can prove software correctness all you want, and there are no software flaws in this system. But from, like you said, from influencing just a few electrons, you can totally subvert the system. And I think that provides a bit of intuition into how difficult it is to keep things boxed and still have them interact usefully with the outside world. Thank you.